I absolutely love it. I'm gonna tell you why. Hi crankers, hi sprinters, welcome back for a new episode here, Cranky Sprint Chronicles, episode number 38. We're gonna talk about the new ranking score on Zwift today. A lot of people don't like it. I saw so many videos, why it's broken, why it's not working, why blah blah blah. Let's go back a bit on ABCD. ABCD, we used to have under 2.5 watt per kilo, category D, category C 2.5 to 3.2, and then we had 3.2 to 4 watt per kilo, category B, and category A, together with A+, 4 watt per kilo and above. Big problem for small guys like me, 61, 62 kilos, high wattage per kilo, very good on the hills, but on the flat, unfortunately, with my 250 watts and 4 to 4.2 watt per kilo, 4.3 at max, and you can check the video here how I reached that watt per kilo. With my wattage and 250 watt only, I used to suffer so much, especially when it's a flat race, when riders of category A+ with 5 watt per kilo average, some people with half an hour 5 watt per kilo, 5.5 watt per kilo, and 350, 370 or 400 watts. A dreadful massacre for me and for other guys like me. Not to mention the fact that there's a lot of sandbaggers, group C, group B, while they just want to keep their watt per kilo low on the races, sitting down all the race and at the end jumping off and winning races, making sure they don't pass the threshold to go on the higher level. Not to mention also the kilos cheating. You can just change your weight to change the wattage per kilo. You can decrease your weight to increase your watt per kilo, even though you have high raw power. And this obviously was not very good. You can understand the A, B, C, D for me was not really ideal. Why the new ranking score is the best? The new Zwift Racing Score is based on points. So we have 1 to 180, the lower category, 180 to 350, 350, 520, which was kind of category C, 520 to 690 is kind of the category B, and 690 to 1000 is the highest category. What are those categories based off? It's based off your racing, based off your result. If you do a podium finish, you get more points, and the different type of races. Some races have higher competitors, so you have higher points. This score is also vary based on the competitor's ability, the participant field size. Not all the races are included in the racing score. For example, the Zwift Racing League and the WTRL TTT, they're not included in the racing score. If you race more, you'll increase your point. If you race less, you decrease a bit your points. If you take a rest, your points will go down. So this is really fundamental for me. So people, there's a lot of experience, the race is a lot, they deserve to go higher in terms of level and points, in my opinion. There's no possibility of sandbagging because you either stay at the back or you just participate to the race. If you want to get your points at the end of the day, you need to get your points. Do you want to sandbag and get the result at the end? Yes, you do it, you go up in category. Simple as that. Weight cheating is no more a thing. Watt per kilo is no more a thing. Everything is based on your race result, which is absolutely really fair for me. I want to explain a bit better in numbers what does it mean racing in Zwift Racing Score. I'm going to analyze my last race on category A and one of the races that I did on my period test on the new Zwift Racing Score. So here we are, stage 5 Pinarello Power Mayan 8. Let's analyze my last race on category A. As you can see, I arrived last. I leave the link on top right if you want to see the entire race. You can see 245, the guy with the lowest power, lowest raw power. Even though I have 4 watt per kilo, you can see 61 kilos. Similar guys to me, they finish at the end. You can see there is a Sato, he did a great race, 4.6 watt per kilo on the 20 minutes, 251 watts, 4.4 watt per kilo, he arrived 11, 2 minutes of gap. If we're going up, then you can start seeing 312 watt per kilo, 265, 267, 4.2 watt per kilo, we're going really high, but the raw power is quite a big gap. It was very difficult to compete on level A. You can see then we go on the top 4, you have 4A all in black, which means more than 5 watt per kilo. So again,
such a huge gap with us people below here. You can see we start seeing 327 watt, 321. The first one was 356 with 4.3 watt per kilo. So you can see it's not much more than watt per kilo than me, but 356 watt, it means 100 watt more. Is really a big number. Then we have this guy Gregory Marfel, 5 watt per kilo, 5.6 on the 20 minutes effort. And he's the only one at the front. There is quite a light rider, I would say, 64, not super light, 180 centimeters tall guy and slim. And I went to check him out, and he actually an ex-pro. So you can see that your racing aim it became really pointless. Let's jump straight on the beast. Just a little interruption. 70% of you watching my video are not subscribed in the channel. So please click that button down below, subscribe, so you'll have all the notification on my live videos and races and all the videos. And thank you very much. This is one of the first tests with the Racing Score. This is the second race out of 4, all out of tiny races. Tiny races, really hard races, continuous attacks. You can see that here, with the new Racing Score, I finished second, 3.9 watt per kilo. We got people at 3 watt per kilo, 4 watt per kilo. But what we can check here, you can see the average of the total watts, like 284, 237, which was quite low actually. 330 watts for Tom Shelton. You can see 2 meters and 110 kilos. Such a big rider with a strong raw power, but not the same wattage per kilo. But it makes sense for him to be in the category B because of the raw power. Imagine in the old racing system, A, B, C, D, the winner and me, we wouldn't be competing with Tom Shelton. And actually, Tom Shelton is quite fine to compete with us. We arrived third, so he did such a great result, even though he has only 3 watt per kilo, but 330 watt, which follows my theory. Quite a lot of difference between the category A and the category here, 520 to 609. There's more variety, but actually everyone is able to compete all together. Very fair. For me specifically, but also for the wider range of riders, the majority of the riders on Zwift, I think the new Racing Score is a big benefit, is a big change. Let's embrace change. I really love this new ranking score. If you disagree with me, please leave a comment down below. I want to know your voice. I want to know what you have to say. I want to also know your feedback. If it's your first race on the new ranking score, you will get a seed score, so which is your data based on your FTP and the previous races and training. Before your first race, I suggest you to do an FTP test. Last week I did 3 of them. You can see on the square here, highly recommended video to learn more about FTP. No more talk for this video. I'll wait you here next Thursday, 6:30 p.m. London time.